Welcome back, guys. First up, the show's season finale is tonight. What's it been like watching back this season?
The season's been a lot of fun. Yeah, a lot of fun build up. Obviously to tonight basically. Yeah, it's been fun watching it back and seeing Jackson and the developments of the farm and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And then what can you tease about what fans are going to get to see on tonight's episode?
You get to see Lila for the first time, or I think you saw a little bit of her last week, but then tonight you actually get to see her.
It's Jackson's reaction to Lila that I think is the big. Yeah, we had a little bit of a journey there.
A little bit. It wasn't as picturesque moment as we thought it would be, but it was still good.
It was still good. It's just we had a little bit of an adventure there.
Yeah, I read online that he seemed a little bit hesitant to meet her at first. What was it like kind of experiencing that? Were you expecting that?
No, we were not expecting that. Jackson hits all the boxes when it comes to just expectations typically. And this one, he definitely was like, timeout. I can roll with anything else, but
I think it was also just a combination of seeing his mom in the hospital and then mom's holding this new little being that he's just kind of that's my spot, not sure why that thing is there. So it took him a moment, but he definitely came around, and he's been such a good big brother.
Now he's fantastic, and Lila just wants to stare at him the whole time. But that first day was a little it was very unexpected for Tori and me.
Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot with firstborns. They're not used to having another person compete for their parents, What's their relationship like now? I know you mentioned that they get along really well now.
They get along really well now. Jackson loves helping with her, giving her her binky. If she's she needs a burp cloth or whatever, he helps with all that. And then
he's a little I think he's ready to be at that point where I'm gonna pick Lila up and take her to the other room, and I'm gonna play with her.
Yeah.
Because it's still kind of she's she's starting to move and she's starting to interact a lot more, but it's still she can't do a whole lot for him still. So it's but they're cute. They cuddle and
she loves him
really,
too.
She's obsessed with him. She could be screaming, crying. Jackson walks into the room and she's just oh
yeah,
okay.
That's so sweet. I love it when you get to see those kind of moments between siblings when they're first starting to bond,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So also, what was it like for watching your parents meet Lila for the first time?
Yeah, it was fantastic watching my parents, Tori's parents and my parents meet Lila for the first time. It was a lot of fun. They're all very excited about it all. They have that joy that, there could be 8 grandkids. This could be the 9th one. I think they're going to be just as happy as the first one.
Yeah. I know that you just had Lila, but I have to ask, do you have more babies on the brain in the future? Is that something that you guys are interested in?
I want more kids,
Definitely.
But I think we're good right now.
We need to get her through.
Yeah, Lila.
This first.
Yeah, Lila's been she's Miss Personality. She's given us a wild ride. So
she's getting a lot she's been she's 6 months today, and so she's getting to be a lot more interactive and easygoing and fun, but she still has those moments that I'm oh, okay, we're still in it,
we do want more kids.
Yeah.
Maybe when Jackson's old enough to help out as maybe a little bit of a babysitter, it'll be a little bit more helpful.
Totally.
Yeah.
We've seen Amy get engaged this season. Have you two been helping out with wedding planning or anything like that?
No, my mom hasn't really engaged. I think the whole coronavirus thing has kind of delayed the wedding.
Everything.
Yeah, everything. All the uncertainty. We haven't really seen her we've seen her a little bit, but not a lot. And when we do see her, she just wants to hang out with the grandkids. So we haven't. No, we have not been. I don't think she's been planning.
I can't wait for that day to come though, when she calls and asks me specifically to help, or if she wants help. But if she calls me to help, I'm ready.
But I think she's delayed the planning of that until things are more clear.
Yeah, no, that's totally understandable. I feel like everyone has been really trying to take time, put off those kind of things because it's so kind of an uncertain time right now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and venues. She talked to me a little bit about venues, but the venues are
no one's taking.
Yeah, we can't book anything right now. We don't know. Who knows? So it's. I think everything's just on pause for a minute.
Mm-hmm. And then I also saw that your son turned 3 recently. That's so exciting. How did you guys celebrate that big milestone?
Yeah.
We had a Paw Patrol party.
Yep. We did the whole, Tori always said she's never going to have a character party.
Yeah.
It was always going to be a theme party, but not a character party. But here we are, 2020, quarantine birthday.
I was like, I'll do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, so
I don't care.
we had Paw Patrol everywhere. We had our closest family, her parents, my parents, and my brothers, and Isabel and Audrey over, and cousin Ember. But other than that, we didn't have any. We just kind of kept it family.
We kept it to our quarantine.
Yeah, quarantine. Yeah.
That's good that you were able to spend quality time with the family, even if it wasn't like as big as you might have wanted. It's about those like quality moments. I feel like in this time.
And honestly, I think it was honestly better though too, because it was just all about Jackson, and it was whatever he wanted to do that day, and there was no like other kids there besides Ember, but it was all about him. Like it was his day. He had a blast.
Yeah, he had all his favorite adults in one room. Yeah. And it was all about him. So he thought it was Christmas Day.
Yeah. We also saw that Jackson nailed the fruit snack challenge. Were you guys shocked at how well he was able to be so patient? I know fans were loving that online.
Yeah.
No, I think that he's like, I would have been surprised if he ate one.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been
surprised too. Like I'm not surprised at all that he nailed it. No, not to be like, we're super humble about our child, but he does hit all the boxes, like.
It was so cute though too, because he's just like, you could see him processing it, like staring at it and just being like, I have to wait, like I can't do it yet. And it was really cute. It was a fun challenge.
Yeah.
And then I know that you just had Lila not too long ago. What would you say are some of your top tips for parents who are welcoming or about to welcome their second child? It must be a lot to juggle.
It is a lot to juggle. I would just say like, it's not, it's going to be different. It's the same in some ways, but it's going to be different in other ways. And you just got to be open-minded, patient, ready to change maybe certain processes that you already have in place. And
I think for me, like still to this day, that's kind of difficult for me to like deal with is, your second child is not your first child, and they're two separate human beings, and you have to figure out like what each of their ticks are, or whatever you want to call it, and adapt to the child and not the situation.
A lot of similarities, but then there's a lot of differences too.
Would you say that you think maybe it's more difficult having two children, or maybe it's more easy because you already had that experience of having Jackson?
Well, I think bringing home a baby the second time around, at least, for us, was easier because there's just less unknown. You kind of know, okay, we're not going to sleep for a little while. And you like for me, I knew how to breastfeed Jackson, and I had these tips and tricks of like things that I've already done. And so I think that like bringing home a baby in that aspect was easier. But then it's harder because you have two kids who want to talk to you and want your attention all the time. And, you have to split your attention with both of them. And that can be, especially for Jackson, can be really frustrating. And then I get frustrated because, like.
Yeah, and then you have kids that are on, like the big thing is nap time, right? Like when both kids are napping at the same time, which is actually right now, which is awesome.
Miracle.
Which those kind of things you appreciate more. Versus before, you only had Jackson's nap to worry about. Now it's like, well, hopefully we can line these two up.
Yeah.
And then the fans have always been so supportive of you guys and your family and your journey. What's it been like watching back or reading these kinds of comments online of all these people who are so invested and supportive of your guys' relationship and family life?
I think it's so just encouraging to hear, like, I think it's what keeps us going is that our story is still worthwhile to other people. And I think that's why we enjoy sharing it. And I think we have some of the best fans ever. They're just, they're really thoughtful and really sweet. And, the notes and stuff that we get from people is just awesome. And it makes us want to keep sharing and doing what we're doing.
And looking back at the season, what are some of your favorite moments that have kind of unfolded on the show?
The treehouse was a big one. The treehouse was, that's like a memory, and Roloff Farms icon. Figuring out Lila was going to have dwarfism was an exciting time. Obviously, as you saw on the show, it was stressful and emotional too, but you know, it was exciting. Like, all right, you know, gave us a path forward.
Finding out we were gonna have a girl was really exciting for me, and that was really fun to experience. And
I'm trying to think back to
I
the
like our
season.
camping. I really liked our camping.
Yeah, our camping
like,
trip.
we had a great year.
Yeah, it was a good season.
Yeah.
It was a great year.